one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and that was part of the focus of our interview, is a track that you guys just released, special track for a very special occasion. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah. The song is called Same Love, and it features a vocalist whose name is Mary Lambert. And the song is about a range of things, but centered around marriage equality, centered around gay rights, human rights, civil rights, and what's right. And I knew that I wanted to write this song kind of throughout the last year, 9 months. I had tried it a couple different times, a couple vantage points. I wrote it from the perspective originally of a gay kid who was bullied, because I was, my mom sent me something like a link that was another 12-year-old who committed suicide over being bullied at school. And it's intense stuff as a songwriter. It's to not be influenced by that. It's tough not to kind of feel that in your heart. So I try to kind of write it from his perspective, and I went to the studio and spit it for Ryan, and he was just like, this doesn't seem like it's your vantage point to come from. It's not your life. And a couple weeks later, I tried it again, and I wrote from my perspective, which is growing up in the Catholic Church, just growing up on Capitol Hill, growing up with 2 uncles that are gay, growing up with a godfather that is gay, and being in the hip-hop community. And Catholicism and hip-hop are both kind of linked to homophobia. And talking about that, bringing it up, starting a dialogue through music. And we released it on Monday. And the response has been great. Or was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Released it Wednesday. And it's already got 200,000 plus plays and on the SoundCloud, and Huffington Post has picked it up, and Russell Simmons was tweeting about it. We've gotten some great press, and the response has been great.
Congratulations. And it's just streaming now, right?
It's just streaming.
You can still go listen to it, and it's at SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, it's at SoundCloud. And the cool thing about the track was that I met up with a friend of mine, Carrie Harrop, and we had dinner.
I love Carrie. We're working together on that Music for Marriage Equality.
Yeah, exactly. That's
great.
That's what I'm getting at. Is we met up and we had dinner, and I was just like, I want to play you a song. Sent it to her. I think she had just gotten hired to work for the Music for Marriage Equality campaign, and we were like, how can we work together to kind of push this to as many people as possible? And she had some ideas, I had some ideas. We ended up partnering up with Sub Pop.
Yeah, she brought in Megan Jasper from Sub Pop.
It was an amazing person.
I love Megan. Also,
another amazing
so
person.
many great people coming together for this.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that was cool that Sub Pop went ahead and did the hard work of pushing it out there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Get them on board.
Kind of the collaborative effort from the 3 different camps as one, and the reach was just much greater than we could have done on our own.
It's live streaming until next Tuesday, right? Or the 24th. Yeah, the 24th, which I think is Tuesday. And then it's a purchasable download.
Yeah, and all the proceeds go to Music for Marriage Equality, which is awesome. And yeah.
The background for Music for Marriage Equality is a handful of highly committed people that are working here in Seattle, but Washington State through Referendum 74 has a chance to basically lock in the right for anyone to get married, and we're trying to win that, and that's voting yes on that referendum coming up here in our next election. And so we advocate for that, and there's probably a half a dozen other things if you want to tune into them online. There's a lot of great stuff coming out of there. When you guys got involved, was that just from that initial meeting from Carrie, or is that something? I mean, it obviously had been a part of your life, and that's what makes it possible for you to write something meaningful. Sure. But with the actual spark, was it that meeting with Carrie?
Yeah, and Carrie and I were just having dinner. It wasn't even like let's sit down and talk about this. It was just, I sent her the track, she gave me some feedback on it, and it started just kind of by coincidence, and just kind of the right person to play it for.
Cool. Well, we would appreciate your support. I think equal rights for everybody.
Of course.
It's a human right thing.
Yeah.